Two sets of brothers were charged in the murder of a 17-year-old after claiming he owed them money. That unfortunately cost him his life. Laval Crawford Jr. was born on the 19th of February in 1991. He attended Avondale Academy in Pontiac, Michigan, where he lived with his mom and his stepfather. Laval took a liking into activities such as boxing, making music, and spending quality time with his family. On the afternoon of September 13, 2008, 4 young men roamed the streets of Pontiac in search for Laval. They were knocking on doors of those who knew him, claiming that Laval owed them money. The first stop was to the house of Antoine Herner. In Antoine's testimony, they left Antoine's home angry that he did not reveal any information about Laval, down to his contact number. It was said that they were all armed while hunting for Crawford when they arrived in his neighborhood after locating his home. Laval's then-girlfriend was inside the home after answering the door and denied his whereabouts when questioned by the 4 men. In her statement, the 4 men forced their way into the home and held her at gunpoint until she called Laval, asking him to return home. Once he arrived, he was met with AK-47 assault rifles. 20-year-old Bryan Valentin-Cintron, his 17-year-old brother Jean Cintron, and 2 more brothers, 20-year-old Diego Galvan and 19-year-old Raul Gavin, fired at Laval, hitting him once. Although it was not clear who initially let off that first round that injured Laval, a witness stated seeing Diego Galvan approach Crawford while he was hurt, crawling on his front lawn, and let another round off in close range, ending Laval's life. This case was ruled a homicide under street retaliation after it was revealed that allegedly Crawford had robbed and assaulted Bryan's 17-year-old brother Jean earlier that day. Bryan, his brother Jean Cintron, and Diego Galvan were all found guilty in first-degree murder and weapon charges, receiving life without parole. Jean also received a home invasion charge. Raul, however, was found guilty in only carrying a concealed weapon. It was said that a witness could not recall if Raul was present during the time of Laval's murder in their testimony due to seeing the suspects from a distance. Raul was acquitted in his murder charges, but he did do a few years, including time served during the run of the trial, and received probation after his release. The attorneys of the brothers stated that it was not their intent to end the life of Crawford, but to retrieve the stolen money. But with much intimidation involved, actions like home invasion, having roamed the streets to look for him with loaded weapons, holding his girlfriend at gunpoint until she called him to come home, only to then open fire on him before he could fully step on his front yard, it's very hard to believe that they did not have every intention to do exactly what took place. During my research, there were no public records of proof that Jean was actually assaulted by Crawford. In located documents, there was nothing that even suggested that that was the case at all. Crawford's stepfather, Willie Gage Jr., expressed his disappointment in the jury's decision on Raul, but happy about the other verdicts, stating, "It was hard being that close to someone who murdered your kid. It's over. Now it's time to start healing. It's not going to be easy." He also shared that Laval always looked out for others. He did his best to always make sure that everyone was constantly smiling and laughing. Laval's father, Laval Crawford Sr., also spoke out about the verdict, saying, "I knew deep down in my heart they were all guilty." December 18th, 2016, 8 years after Laval's passing, Laval's biological father, Laval Crawford Sr., passed away of causes that were unknown. He was just 45 years old. Laval Crawford Jr.'s legacy is continued through his mother, Kanisha, and his life was still celebrated through their shared birthday. If you felt connected to this video and want to see more like this, please like, share, and subscribe. And please know that your feedback is welcomed here on 3 conditions. Keep it positive, spread love, and let's keep spreading information. Thank you all for joining me. Until next time, never forget the roses.